Members of the media, our partners, our franchise owners, athletes, and sports enthusiasts, welcome to the official launch of Ceylon Pickle League, the country's very first franchise-based pickleball league. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, marks a very important milestone in Sri Lankan sport. As you know, over the past few years, this sport of pickleball has captured attention across the globe with its fast-paced accessibility and incredible community spirit that it builds. And just like in the global context, it has now come to Sri Lanka as well, where everyone gets together on an evening to play pickleball. So right now, in Sri Lanka, officially enters this franchise of pickleball era with the launch of Ceylon Pickle League, the country's very first franchise-based pickleball league. So this will take place from the 16th to the 18th of October 2026 at the Colombo Pickle Club, which will be combining elite competition, franchise ownership, player auctions, live broadcast production, and entertainment-driven sporting experiences into one dynamic league platform. So this, ladies and gentlemen, owned and organized by Event History Sports in partnership with the Colombo Pickle Club. The league has already created incredible momentum ahead of its inaugural session, of course, with all 8 franchise teams officially sold out even before its launch. So representing cities and regions across the island, the founding franchises are, I will name one by one, and that is Colombo Aces, Trinco Titans, Valigama Sharks, Alla Archers, Candy Knights, Yal Dinkers, Bentota Niners, and Gall Kings. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the launch of, you all put your hands together for the Ceylon Pickleball League officially launching today. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is Ceylon Pickle League right here in Sri Lanka. Right, ladies and gentlemen, what you just witnessed is the future of pickleball right here in Sri Lanka. And as you saw, all the prominent places that make Sri Lanka very special has been covered by all of our franchises. All right, so to speak to us about the vision behind this league and the journey that brought us here, please join me in welcoming a very special individual behind this whole process, and that is Ms. Karin Vijay Ratna, Director, Event History Sports. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome Ms. Vijay Ratna.
Okay, Good evening, everyone, and thank you all for being here. To our franchise owners, our partners, sponsors, media, friends of the league, and everyone standing here today, welcome to the launch of the Ceylon Pickle League. Now, most of you are probably used to seeing me near a paddle court and talking about the Sri Lanka Paddle League. That, I have to admit, has become a huge part of our lives in the last couple of years. But today we embark on something new, something ambitious, and very much aligned with where racket sports is heading in Sri Lanka. The growth of pickleball has been incredible to watch in this country. New courts are opening all over, new communities are forming. Every week you hear about someone picking up a new paddle and getting completely obsessed with this sport. Even the guys at our office who spent years pretending they were too cool for racket sports are now suddenly pickleball players. And honestly, I get it. I've only played pickleball once so far, but I can already tell you that's going to change very quickly. The moment you step onto that court, you understand the hype. It's social, it's competitive, it's fast, it's addictive. And before you know it, you're already planning your next game. So I agree to all our paddle friends here, this could easily become my next addiction. But it's also why we at Event History Sports became interested in this. We already knew that if we were going to do it properly, we wanted to do it with people who understood the sport, who believed in where it was heading locally, and wanted to help it grow in the right way. That's what led to our partnership with the Colombo Pickle Club, and we're very proud to be building this league with you together. This partnership has the potential to push pickleball in Sri Lanka into a completely new space, and honestly, we are just getting started. At Event History Sports, we've always felt that Sri Lanka was ready for a new kind of sporting experience. Not just tournaments that started and ended over a weekend, but sporting properties that people actually could connect with. People want teams they can support. They want rivalries, they want personalities, they want atmosphere, they want moments, they want sport to feel alive. And that's exactly why we started building franchise leagues. And after seeing what happened with the Sri Lanka Paddle League, we realized very quickly that this wasn't just a one-off idea. There is a real appetite in Sri Lanka for modern franchise sport. And honestly, the biggest proof of where things are heading, well, you're standing right here. Because before we officially launched this league, before this press conference, before the player auction, before even one ball was hit, we sold all 8 franchises, and that is massive. So I really want to acknowledge our owners tonight, because buying into a brand new league takes vision. You're investing into an idea before anyone fully knows where it can go. So to all our franchise owners here tonight, thank you for backing us this early and trusting us to build something exciting together. Tonight, we officially welcome the Colombo Aces, the Trinco Titans, the Welligama Sharks, the Al Archers, Candy Knights, Yarl Dinkers, Benther the Niners, and the Gaul Kings to the CPL family. What has also been exciting for us is seeing major brands recognize the opportunity that exists around franchise sport. For a long time in Sri Lanka, sports sponsorship was quite simple. A logo on a backdrop, a logo on a jersey, few social media posts. But franchise leagues are different. Now, brands can become part of the story, part of the community, and part of the franchise culture. And with that, we're incredibly proud to have Sampat Bank Private Banking come on board as our title partner, Sports Nutrition Hub as our Powered By partner, POTV joining us as our official broadcast partner, alongside Red Bull, Wilson, Havelock City Mall, Winfield, AV1, Grand Bell Hotel, KSN Live, and EFM. Thank you for believing this vision from the very beginning. We think at Event History Sports, we've somewhat found our niche, and we're very clear about it. We love building modern, entertainment-led sports properties. And like I said before, racket sports in Sri Lanka are changing. Paddle is growing rapidly, pickleball is expanding globally and now locally, and we want to continue to build platforms that elevate these sports. Because for us, sport and entertainment go hand in hand. The atmosphere matters, the storytelling matters, the way people experience sport matters. People don't just want to watch sport anymore. They want to feel connected to the teams, to the players, and to the moments. And honestly, for us, this is still just the start. We have the player auction coming later this year. We have international players joining this league. We have team rivalries about to begin. And we have a lot more planned for the next couple of months. But tonight matters to us because this league started off as a crazy idea, a voice note, a late night meeting, and now, suddenly, it's here and it's real. The owners are here, the brands are here, the media is here, and in October, the players will be here. And like I keep saying, racket sports in Sri Lanka is entering a completely different era. And we're proud that CPL gets to join that story. So thank you again to everyone who backed us, believed in the vision, and decided to take the journey with us. Thank you and welcome to the Ceylon Pickle League.
Thank you very much, Ms. Karin. So just like she correctly mentioned, at the heart of this league are the teams and the ownership groups and the people who are willingly investing in the future of this very sport. So at this moment, we would like to recognize and invite our franchise owners to the stage to officially recognize you as well as for the group photograph as well. So I will read out one by one. I would like to request you to kindly make your way to the stage, and it is a very special moment because you are the ones investing in this, and we are absolutely thrilled and honored to have you with us. All right, so starting off with, ladies and gentlemen, we have Colombo Aces, Mr. Viren Beruvalage. Up next from Trinco Titans, Mr. Hadi Jamaldeen. And Valigama Sharks, Mr. Avishka Pereira. Up next, Candy Knights, Mr. Uzman Shamil. Yal Dinkers, Mr. Rishwan Pereira. And Benthoton Niners, Miss Nainatara Fonseca, aka Paru. Nainatara Fonseca. And up next, ladies and gentlemen, Adler Archers, Mr. Dulan Gomez. And finally, our Gall Kings as well. So ladies and gentlemen, these are your franchise owners. Shall we all put our hands together once more for all of our franchise owners? And for the group photograph, I would like to respectfully invite Ms. Karin Vijay Ratna, Director, Event History, along with Ms. Subraja Subramaniam, co-founder of Colombo Pickle Club. Yes, let our ladies, of course, join for the photograph as well. Shall we put our hands together for our two ladies as well, ladies and gentlemen? All right, thank you very much. Shall we all put our hands together once more for all of our franchise owners and our league officials? Thank you very much for being part of this historic moment. So up next, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to recognize yet another very special set of individuals. So every major sporting movement is of course powered by its strong partnerships and their shared belief. So the Ceylon Pickle League itself is proud to have organizations that have come together on board to support the growth of this very sport and help elevate this platform to greater heights. So ladies and gentlemen, with that, we're about to recognize our valued partners who came forward for Ceylon Pickle League. So to give the token of appreciation, first of all, I would like to respectfully invite once again Ms. Karin Vijay-Ratna from Event History, our director. Starting off with, ladies and gentlemen, we have our title sponsor, Sampath Bank Private Banking. I would like to respectfully invite Mr. Asanga Lianage, Deputy General Manager, Consumer and SME Banking on stage, along with Ms. Shainika Hevage, Chief Manager, Head of Private Banking, and Mr. Sajiva Vanaguru, the Senior Relationship Manager, Private Banking. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. This is your title partner, Sampath Bank Private Banking. Sampath Bank, private banking, a face that we see a lot, supporting all these sports events constantly. Thank you very much. And up next, we have Sports Nutrition Hub, powered by Partner. I would like to invite Mr. Suhail Yase, the co-founder, to join us on stage. Thank you very much. And up next, we have our venue partner, Havelock City Mall. I would like to respectfully invite Ms. Avanti Dizoisa, General Manager, Marketing and Leasing. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our venue partner, Havelock City Mall. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have POTV. I would like to respectfully invite Mr. Kihan Gamage, Senior Executive Digital POTV, to join us on stage. This Ceylon Pickle League will broadcast on POTV. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together once more for POTV. And up next, we have EFM, our official radio partner. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Ashfaq, our radio presenter from EFM. Thank you very much. And up next, our official energy drink partner. Of course, all of us were sipping this in as well, and that is none other than Red Bull. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Praveen Fernando, Partner Manager, Red Bull. And thank you very much, Ms. Karin, as well. And to go with the next set of tokens, I would like to respectfully invite Ms. Supraja Subramanian, co-founder of Colombo Pickle Club. All right, starting off with, ladies and gentlemen, we have Richardson. I would like to invite Mr. Adil Kader, Marketing Manager from Richardson. All right, we shall move on to our next partner, and that is AV1. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Romito Pires, Director at AV1. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together our audio-visual partner, AV1. And up next, our official ball partner is Wilson. I would like to invite Mr. Yasser Farooq, Director, Trident Distributors, official distributor for Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, our official ball partner, Wilson. Thank you very much. Just a clarification. Wilson will be not just our official ball partner, but our official equipment partner as well. And up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have our official accommodation partner, and that is Granbell. I would like to invite Mr. Roshan De Silva, Group Head of Sales and Marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our official accommodation partner, Granbell. And up next, we have our official branding partner, and that is Winfield. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome Mr. Themia Virakon from Winfield. Thank you very much. And finally, we have our next partner, Key Sports Network. And from Key Sports Network, I would like to invite Mr. Ishara Gunaratna, Director, CEO of KSN. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Ishara Gunaratna. All right, so those are our partners, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much, Mr. Braj, as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, shall we all put our hands together once more for all of our partners who came forward for Ceylon Pickle League. All right, so up next, as we know, we have our sponsors, and it is time to hear from these very own sponsors. And starting off with, we have none other than our title partner, and that is Sampath Bank Private Banking. I would like to invite Ms. Shainika Hevage, Chief Manager, Head of Private Banking, onto stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome Ms. Shainika Hevage.
Hi, good evening everyone. On behalf of Sampath Bank Private Banking, it is a privilege to be here today as title partner for Ceylon Pickle League 2026. At Sampath Bank Private Banking, we believe true value goes beyond banking. It is about creating meaningful experiences and building strong communities and supporting platforms that inspire people to connect, compete, and grow. Pickleball is one of the strongest growing sports globally, and we are proud to support this movement as it takes place in Sri Lanka. Ceylon Pickle League represents energy, innovation, and inclusivity, and a modern lifestyle, values that strongly resonate with our brand. We congratulate the organizers, franchise owners, partners, and everyone involved in bringing Ceylon Pickle League to a success and helping CPL grow into a premier sporting platform in the region. Thank you, and we wish Ceylon Pickle League 2026 every success.
Thank you very much, Ms. Shanika Hevage, and of course, for Sampath Bank Private Banking for coming forward as our title partner. Up next, we have the absolute honor from hearing from our powered by partner, Sports Nutrition Hub. And I would like to respectfully invite Mr. Shuhail Yazin, Director at Sports Nutrition Hub. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome Mr. Shuhail Yazin.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of SNH, I would first like to say what an honor it is for us to be the sponsor here for the Ceylon Pickle League. This moment means a lot to us, not just as a business, but personally because SNH did not begin as a large company. with investors or large stores and warehouses, but it started off in a bedroom. During COVID, two university students had an idea. We had traveled back to Sri Lanka and noticed a huge gap in the fitness and sports industry. Athletes and sports enthusiasts didn't really have an access to trusted products, proper guidance, or a brand that genuinely understood the sporting community. So we started very small. Our bedroom became our first store, our first sales outlet, our first packing station, and honestly, our first dream board. Every order that came through us was packed by us, delivered by us, and handled through our own means, ensuring every customer received not just a product, but the founder's personal touch. There were days of sleepless nights, long deliveries, balancing university life with business, and moments where things felt impossible, but we kept going because we believed in what we were building. Today, when we look back, it's emotional to see how far we have come in this journey. From that tiny bedroom setup, SNH has now grown into a recognized name in the Sri Lankan sporting industry. With stores across prime locations, sponsorship across multiple sporting events, partnership with athletes, and becoming one of the preferred nutritional partners in Sri Lanka. That is why standing here today feels surreal. Two boys who once started a business in a bedroom are now proud to be hosting and sponsoring the first ever pickle franchise league in Sri Lanka. And honestly, it feels like only the beginning of something truly great. One of the biggest turning points for us came back in 2025 when we first sponsored the paddle league. That was where we met Ifam and Karin, who became genuine pillars for us within the sporting industry. Their belief in us, their support, and the opportunities they gave us helped push SNH into spaces we only once dreamed about. At SNH, this was never only about supplements or sales. It was always about building a stronger sporting culture in Sri Lanka, supporting athletes, supporting emerging sports, and creating opportunities for communities to grow. And that is exactly why we are so excited to be part of the Ceylon Pickle League. We see passion here, we see ambition. We see the future of sport that is growing rapidly and bringing people together in such an incredible way. To all the team owners, players, organizers, sponsors, and supporters, thank you for allowing us to be part of your journey. And to all the teams competing this October, we wish you the very best, and may this tournament be filled with unforgettable memories, healthy competition, sportsmanship, and moments that continue to grow in Sri Lanka. Play hard, enjoy every game, and make history together. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shuhail Yazeen. As we know, ladies and gentlemen, a great sporting experience also depends on having the right home. And we are proud to have our venue partner that shares our passion for excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute honor to invite our venue partner, Ms. Avanti Dizoisa, General Manager of Havelock City Mall Marketing and Leasing. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome Ms. Avanti Dizoisa.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Havelock City Mall, I'm absolutely thrilled to welcome all of you to the official launch of the Ceylon Pickle League 2026. Pickleball is sweeping the globe as one of the fastest growing, most dynamic sports today, and we are incredibly proud to be the part of this journey in Sri Lanka. As the official venue partner, our goal at Havelock City Mall is always to be more than just a retail destination. We strive to be a vibrant community hub, a place where lifestyle, entertainment, and modern community spirit come together. Partnering with Ceylon Pickle League is a perfect reflection of this vision. We look forward to welcoming the athletes, the passionate fans, and everyone who is curious to discover this fantastic sport over the coming weeks. I want to thank the organizers of the Ceylon Pickle League for their incredible vision, and for choosing Havelock City Mall as their home. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Avanti Dizoisa. So ladies and gentlemen, as we near the conclusion of tonight's launch, we have the opportunity to invite a personality who has once again played an important role in building this local pickleball community, and that is none other than Ms. Subraja Subramaniam, the co-founder of Colombo Pickle Club. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome Ms. Subraja Subramaniam.
Good evening, everyone. As we come to the close of this landmark evening, it is my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the Ceylon Pickle League. First and foremost, I would like to extend our sincere gratitude to all our distinguished guests, franchise owners, partners, sponsors, members of the media, and friends of the sport who have joined us here today. Your presence here signals belief in the vision for Ceylon Pickle League and in the future of pickleball in Sri Lanka. Tonight marks far more than just the launch of a league. It represents an important step in how pickleball will grow, operate, and be experienced in Sri Lanka. While the sport was born at the grassroots, it has already moved well beyond that stage. And today is about building on that momentum, creating the structure, visibility, and opportunities that will define pickleball's next chapter in this country. As pickleball accelerates across Asia, Sri Lanka now has the opportunity to step confidently onto a bigger stage with a league built on ambition, sustainability, and long-term growth. And importantly, this is a win not just for the league, but for all the courts, coaches, communities, and players who have helped build this sport from the ground up. A stronger league strengthens the entire pickleball ecosystem. At our venue, Colombo Pickle Club, we have had the privilege of seeing firsthand the incredible energy this sport ignites, the intensity on court, the hunger to improve, and the momentum of players showing up day after day. That competitive spirit, combined with a strong sense of community, is the foundation of everything we are building. But our ambition goes beyond competition. As we grow, our vision is to help expand access to pickleball across the island. We want to see more courts, more opportunities for people to discover a sport that is inclusive and accessible. Just as importantly, we want to create stronger pathways for young players. Through schools and youth engagement, we aspire to nurture not just participation, but the next generation of players who will carry Sri Lanka forward in this sport. The Ceylon Pickle League is our commitment to giving this community a bigger stage, a professional structure, meaningful competition, and a pathway for players to grow, from just recreational participation to franchise-level play and opportunities at the higher levels of the sport. Bringing a vision like this to life requires the right partner. And so I'd like to acknowledge and thank Event History, whose diligence, operational excellence, and vast experience in delivering high-quality events made them the ideal partner for this journey. But more importantly, they share our belief in building something credible, sustainable, and worthy of the athletes and community it serves. We are proud to be building this together. To our franchise owners, like Kareen said, thank you for believing in this vision at its earliest stage. Building something meaningful always requires courage, collaboration, and shared ambition. Your investment is not just in teams, but in the future of the sport itself. To our title partner, Sampath Bank, thank you for recognizing the potential of this league and choosing to stand with us at the beginning of this journey. To our Powered by Partner Sports Nutrition Hub, thank you for fueling this journey and believing in the power of sport and community. We'd also like to extend our appreciation to Havelock City Mall for hosting us this evening and providing us this wonderful space. Thank you also to our broadcast partner, POTV, radio partner, EFM, and our energy drink partner, Red Bull, for helping us amplify this excitement and reach wider audiences. To our production partner, KSN, audiovisual partner, AV1, branding partner, Winfield, and official equipment partner, Wilson. Thank you for your support as we build this league together. And to our official accommodation partner, Grand Bell Hotel, thank you for your hospitality and for your support for the league, its players, guests, and partners. And to the media, thank you for helping us tell this story. As we work to expand participation, your support in building awareness will be instrumental in growing this sport across the country and inspire the next generation to develop and discover the sport. And finally, to the pickleball players, I can see a few familiar faces here tonight, although not all of them are looking. Above all else, this league is for you. You are at the heart of this movement. You are the reason our courts are full, our communities are growing, and the sport continues to gain momentum. We are committed to building a league and a platform that is worthy of your talent, your dedication, and ambition. As we move forward, our aspiration is really clear. It is to build a pickleball ecosystem that is inclusive, competitive, community-driven, and internationally respected. One that positions Sri Lanka as a vibrant home for the sport in South Asia and creates pathways for every player to grow. Thank you once again for being part of tonight. We're honored to build this future with all of you. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Ms. Subraja Subramaniam. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we have come to the conclusion of tonight's launch. So, we have some exciting news coming up. So, we have a big audience. Before we wrap things up, can I see a raise of hands who have played pickleball before? Oh, I see a few hands. I see a few hands, but it's amazing that even though only a little of y'all have played, but you're all of are here to support our pickleball league. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of the launch of Ceylon Pickle League. And tonight you witness the official beginning of what promises to be an exciting new era for this sport in Sri Lanka. So as you know, ladies and gentlemen, this will be taking place from the 16th to the 18th of October 2026 at the Colombo Pickle Club. So what is exciting is that the registrations will open very soon, and the player auction is also going to happen. So everyone who's interested, keep an eye out. The registrations will open very soon. Thank you very much once again, ladies and gentlemen, and enjoy your evening. Thank you and good night.